Hi everyone, Debbie Moore here. I am in Danville, Virginia. Actually, I'm in Bachelor's Hall, and I know that's hard to say, but I've come to meet Johnny Warnsice, who is a cowboy riding for a cure, and you can go online to cowboyforacure.com and you can find out more about this. But Johnny, tell us why you're doing this.
I started out a year ago March from Northern California or Oregon to raise awareness for Guillain-Barré or Guillain-Barré syndrome. It's something that afflicted my mother.
Mm-hmm. Tell us how it afflicted her.
Well, actually, my mother had gotten a flu shot. There's no known cause for the disease, but she'd gotten a flu shot, and somehow that triggered it. She was paralyzed basically to her eyeballs overnight for 4 months. Took 4 months to diagnose her, 4 different hospitals. And then once we got her treated, another year of treatment and therapy to get her to walk again.
You are riding, as you said, from California to New York, correct?
Yes.
Tell us about the little lady here beside him.
Well, Sandy here, she's been with me the whole trip.
Mm-hmm.
She was a little rescue mare, little Mustang that she was basically a throwaway, and she's gone the whole way. We've gone 3,800 miles now.
On horseback?
All on horseback, yes.
Today you're at the farm of Johnny Duncan. What has Johnny been doing for you?
Johnny contacted me. Johnny got contacted. I've met a lot of great horse people along this way. You know, I've got friends about every 20 miles. But Johnny, he came and rescued me, put me and the horses up here to recuperate for a day or so while the rains passed. And then I'll head out again from here. But he's been just as hospitable as everybody else in the South, you know.
Well, tell me how many horses you have with you on this trip.
I have 2 horses. I started out with 2. One's a pack horse and one I ride. I switch off between the 2. I've actually broke 3 horses on this trip, and I've been through 5 other horses besides Sandy.
Wow.
So I've got a string of horses back behind me.
Well, how can people make donations to this?
Well, you can go to cowboyforacure.com. Our website, there's a PayPal that I have personally to help feed me and the horses, but I ask people to go on the website. There's direct links to other .orgs like John Wayne Cancer Foundation, GBS, which is Guillain-Barré, for instance, St. Jude's, Vanderbilt. I visit all the children's hospitals. So there's also autism. There's about a dozen. It's growing every day. So I'm really asking people to just donate to their favorite charity. Maybe you're in care of Cowboy For A Cure. I don't need much as long as there's people like Johnny Duncan, you know.
Yeah.
We're not starving to death. We've made 3,800 miles in over a year doing this. So I'm just asking people to go directly to different sites and donate wherever they'd like to. Just get involved, really.
This actually started because you couldn't find a job, correct?
Yeah, well, with my mother's illness, with the affliction, like I said, she was paralyzed for 4 months. So when a loved one or someone you know is in that position, you know, you have to be an advocate. Somebody has to be an advocate for them. So for me to be the advocate, be there every day and answer the questions, take her from doctor to doctor, the unemployment rate and all, yeah, it was hard to keep a job up. I was a general building contractor for over 22 years, and I like to tell people I couldn't get a job dipping cones at Dairy Queen when I left, the way the unemployment rate is. But, I mean, that was basically it. I was cutting firewood to make ends meet, but we spent every last dime. When I finally got her into senior housing, I looked around and I had the horses left, so I decided to head off cross country on horseback, try to do something.
Okay, your goal is New York. How many more miles would that be for you?
I'm roughly 700 miles now. You know, like I said, I've been 38. I'm going to ride right into Times Square, try to make as big a scene as I can, you know, raise as much awareness as I can, and that'll be about 4,400 miles. It'll take me, I'm supposed to be on the Today Show July 28th, but I don't think I'll make it there until the end of August.
So I was going to ask you if you were going to make it to the Today Show, and I'm glad to hear you are, because that's my favorite show. Yes, Sandy, we see you, darling.
She's been on a few of these interviews. She's becoming a ham.
She is definitely becoming a ham.
Yeah, I couldn't make it without God in my life or Sandy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that's every day we say our prayers, and yeah.
Yeah. And I think Sandy's probably slept with you some too, correct?
Oh yeah, we've spent a lot of time out. 5 months in the desert, Nevada, Utah, Arizona, and New Mexico. And I was really searching for the yes sirs and the no ma'ams and the hospitality of the South and people who care, you know. There's a lot of charity work down here in the South, so it's going to be hard for me to really imagine going to New York. I'm sure they'll be just as kind up there, but when we get done with this, we'll come back to the South and settle.
I think you'll like it here in the South because we are a kind, giving, loving group of people.
Right.
So we Southerners are known for our
I
hospitality.
think she's trying to tell you something.
What
I'm
are you
not really
trying to
sure
tell
what
me, Miss
she's doing
Sandy?
here.
This is a cool horse. Johnny, you
She's
want to
almost
come on
like
over here?
Mr. Ed, you know.
Johnny, come on over here and join us for a minute. This is Johnny Duncan, folks, and Johnny is the one that's been had Johnny. Johnny's had Johnny, staying with him for a couple of days to get away from the rain and give him a roof over his head. What made you decide to do that, Johnny?
My niece called me when he was in Hickory, and he was looking for a place to pasture his horse. He'd been trying to ride 3 days and pasture for a couple of days, and I told him, he's welcome to come here. So anyway, then he got in trouble yesterday, day before yesterday, and we had to go get him and give his horse a break. But we'll be taking him back tomorrow to the same place he started from, so he won't be trailered in, and he'll be back for the weekend.
Awesome. Tell us about the 9th annual trail ride you guys are going to do for the fire department. That's why we're standing in front of the fire truck, by the way.
Fire department's right down the road, and we started having a fundraiser, and this is the 9th year, and we hope this one's going to be big enough. We had 134 horses last year. Everything went real good, and the ride starts from right here.
Starts here at the ranch.
Right. What is the ride for, Johnny?
For the fire department.
Fire
Benefit
department,
all funds go to Bachelor's Hall Fire Department.
So, and you do need funds because you are a volunteer fire department.
Right.
Yeah, I'd like to include that also. So we're going to hand out flyers as I ride through Virginia. Maybe I'll come back and help promote that too. You know, I'm always up for any charity event or, to help out the public, however we can.
Johnny, what is the date of this?
September the 8th. Now, if you want to come and film it going off, we're going to pull out that morning at 10 o'clock. We'll probably be coming back in at 4.
What day of the week is that?
It's on Saturday.
It's on a Saturday morning, September the 8th.
They'll start coming in on Friday evening and camping out, and we'll have a ride. We go all the way to the river bottom, have lunch on the river bottom, ride back, and we have chicken dinner here, and then get cleaned up a little bit, and we have a live band Saturday night.
Well, sounds like a fun day.
Sounds like a good time.
Yeah, it does. All right, so we're asking folks if they want to come. Do they need to contact you or how?
Yeah, contact on with flyers. We passed them out, and we hope flyers be all over Reedsville and everywhere else, be over in Danville. But you can contact me, 434-334-9070 for more information. We'll get you flyers. It's just a good time.
Sounds like a good time. All right, folks. It's Johnny Duncan, who's hosting Johnny Warsice.
Warsice.
I'm going to get it right before it's over with. And I'm Debbie Moore reporting from Danville, Virginia.